X-ray, contact tower now on 126.0.
126.0 for 16 X-ray, thanks.
While the attendance figures at October's 2011 edition of the NBAA convention were modest compared to the boom years of the late 90s, the latest edition of the event enjoyed solid numbers. NBAA President Ed Bolin called it a highly successful show, and considering the upbeat tone on the part of the many showgoers and exhibitors with whom we spoke during the event, the mood was surprisingly upbeat. For many of them, the reason was clear. Customers were in a buying mood. While there weren't the huge orders reminiscent of a decade ago, there were a few modest fleet orders, and many businesses find themselves today, after a painful last couple of years, sized right to compete in new markets. There were even a few new airplane introductions, including a pair by Cessna, which unveiled the new Latitude light mid-size jet and showed off its newly launched M2 entry-level model. We also got to witness the official relaunch of the Eclipse jet, branded now as the Eclipse 550. The airplane, priced at $2.7 million and featuring a slew of new options, is the airplane that many envisioned when the company unveiled the concept a decade ago. There was also renewed focus by the NBAA on fighting the new wave of anti-business aviation regulation coming from Washington. During their opening remarks at their annual media breakfast, Bolin and Gamma head Pete Bunce focused their remarks on aggressively battling the administration on user fees and a proposed cut to the accelerated depreciation program, which allows buyers of business equipment, including business jets, to take a larger than standard deduction in year one of ownership. And based on our many conversations with people at the show, their message seemed to resonate very strongly. In terms of numbers, the show was a modestly successful one. Over the convention's 3-day run, a total of more than 26,000 people attended, which is a 7% jump over last year's event. Exhibitors increased too, by 2% to more than 1,100 in the halls, and there were 101 aircraft on display, both at the mini-static section in front of the Las Vegas Convention Center and at the sold-out static area at Henderson Executive Airport. Next year's Halloween edition of the NBAA convention will take place in Orlando, Florida, from October 30th through November 1st.